Did you go out for Halloween last night?
I did. First of all, how you doing, Darren?
I'm doing okay.
I did go out for Halloween last night. This Halloween was my daughter's first Halloween. We had a blast. She was Cinderella. I'm sorry, she was Snow White, and I was Prince Charming. So it was pretty fun.
Did you see anybody with your jersey on trick-or-treating?
Oh, man, I saw in my neighborhood, I saw at least 11 kids as Patrick Peterson.
How many Fitzgerald jerseys?
It was about 3. It was a couple Fitz, and it was a couple Tyrants.
Ah, nice. How's morale, by the way, with the team?
The morale is still there. We realize that we're not, executing to our full potential what we need to be at our best. So the morale of the team is, is still high. Guys are still more than confident that we can get this job done.
Got a little chippy at the end of the game against Carolina. What was going on there?
Some words were said between the lines, but I don't want to bring that out from the field. But it is what it is. It was some things said throughout the course of the game. Obviously we didn't have butt kicked at the time, and we didn't like it. Some guys had something to say back. So, but for the most part, we got it all under control. No one got thrown out of the game. No flags were thrown. So we handled it like men at the end of the day and moved on.
Greg Olson was just with us, and he said that you guys were upset with the way Carolina was blocking, the way they ended the game. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I can't speak on that because, being a defensive back, I was more down the field. So I can't, speak on that part more than the far as, the talking trash back and forth.
How much talking goes on normally during a game?
Not much. Not much talking goes much. Not much talking goes on throughout the game. It depends, what type of game it is. First and foremost, if it's a divisional rival game, of course, it's going to be a lot of trash talking going on. But if it's an NFC versus an AFC opponent, not much there going on, throughout the games. But for the most part, there's not much talking going on.
Do you guys try to tackle Cam Newton differently than any other quarterback?
No, not really. For the most part, we just want to get him on the ground, and not let him have those explosive plays. Obviously, you want to be physical with a quarterback, of his stature and of his freak of nature. The guys he's a machine. So you want to be as physical as possible to try to slow him down, but we don't try to tackle him differently than any other player. Obviously he's a running quarterback, so we just have to do the best job to our ability to get him on the ground.
But that's what I think defensive players are having a hard time trying to figure this out of when he's a quarterback and when he's a running back. Do you have a hard time understanding that?
I don't, because it's pretty simple. If you're going head first, you're considered as a running back. If you slide, you're considered as a quarterback. And we all know Cam. He does a lot of head first things. You're eligible. For the most part, you're eligible to get hit. You declare yourself up when you go feet first. So I believe that's the difference, and it's pretty simple to identify when he is a runner and when he's sliding to give himself up.
Well, also, there was a Steeler lineman, Marcus Gilbert, who says that people want to take shots at Cam because of the way he celebrated last year with the Superman stuff, the end zone stuff. Does that factor into defensive players in being bothered by that?
Not in this defensive room. We don't talk much about that. Our main goal is to not let teams score. No matter regardless who it is. Obviously Cam had a magical year last year. Some guys took it the wrong way, as far as him celebrating. But, I'm like him, football is all about having fun. If you don't want him to celebrate, don't let him in the end zone. That's what it all boils down to at the end of the day. If you don't want him to celebrate, you don't like some of the things he do, don't allow it to happen. Point blank, period.
Have you been fined for any end zone celebrations in your career?
No, I haven't.
You got to get one, don't you, Patrick? You got to do the McCringleberry. You got to do a couple of pelvic thrusts or something there.
Nah, that's not my style.
Oh, not your style.
I've been there before, so.
How about I'll split the fine with you?
Nah. I don't. Save your money, Dan. I want to keep my money too.
maybe if you have a pick six or something, you just give a crisp handshake, handing the ball back, something like that. Well, wait, did you see what happened with Earl Thomas hugging the official, and he got a flag for that?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I saw a lot of talk about it on Twitter.
So he got flagged for love, Patrick.
You know they say you can't touch him, so.
And he found that out. Patrick joins us on behalf of Win-Win. It's a new charity-based fantasy sports platform. It was actually founded by the former Colts linebacker and two-time Duke All-American Mike Brown. Find out more at winwinfantasy.com. You want to give us the Cliff Notes version of this? What can we expect?
Yeah. My partner with Win-Win and Swift Air Management for fantasy football for a great cause. So we had, a bunch of fans was able to play in this fantasy football league and also give back for a great cause and also win a pretty cool experience that's provided by Swift Aviation. We're going to have a fly private jet with me and a couple of my friends over to the Alabama and LSU game Saturday.
Ooh.
And we also raised, throughout that tournament, we raised $42,500 that's going to be given back to the Baton Rouge Area Foundation for the flood victims. So Win-Win, they did a great job, and also with this private jet being provided by Swift Aviation, it was a no-brainer for me to be a part of this thing, and it was a great cause, and we raised a lot of money to help the Baton Rouge Area Foundation as well.
Well, enjoy your week off there. Safe travels, and thanks for joining us. It's winwinfantasy.com for more on what Patrick's talking about. Thank you, Patrick. Good to talk to you again.
All right. I appreciate it, Dan.
That's Patrick Peterson, one of our favorites.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.